District like 7, 8 years ago, doing a show with Brontes, and I was like, who is that fucking sexy man? And then he started talking, I was like, Jesus Christ. And so I own many of his, do you call them, what do you call those?
What,
the little booklets.
Oh, chapbooks.
Chapbooks, that's right. Chapbooks?
Chap. Like
Chat, yeah. I grew up in a poor place, so we didn't have money for chapbooks. But my boyfriend got taken to the alternative bookstore to buy chapbooks, so, different strokes. So here's Joseph Whitt.
Woo!
What? Whatever you want.
I'm just trying to... That's gonna be... Come on, while I got this horrible pollen call.
Oh, we went to the bathroom. We're getting close.
So, you want the table?
I don't want to take up too much time.
Chair?
I'll just put it on the floor.
Okay.
And hopefully not spill it and electrocute everybody. All right. Ew. Lightning struck the Empire State Building tonight. All I taste is wine and smoke. On the walk to work today, I saw a woman carrying a yoga mat under her arm. And it was a left arm, tapering into a left hand, boasting 2 yellowed fingertips, flicking a cigarette into chilly, drizzling rain. And I thought, yes, girl, that's what the Buddha meant when he advocated a middle way. I need her to have a little pug named Shiva that she takes to McCarran Park every Sunday in the springtime. I need her to surprise me and be from Alabama. But of course, she'd be from Alabama. All incognito up in Williamsburg, throwing bless your heart shade to stroller-pushing au pairs, rocking a rent control situation, flirting with hot, cologne-drenched Puerto Rican dudes with their southern accent. Actually, I need her to be kind of gay. Not Gold Star gay, but marijuana gay. The kind of girl who toke up and blow smoke rings around her girlfriend's strap-on, then want to fuck, then want to go out and eat cheeseburgers. And then be all, your neighborhood's gone to shit when you hear French spoken at your bodega. And maybe the bodega clerk would see us kiss and teach us how to say I love you in Farsi. Du set daram. Du set daram. Du set daram, habibi. And that'd be the only phrase we'd be able to say to anyone outside ourselves during our trip to the Middle East, where we'd consummate our marriage of convenience. She may be the only woman I'd ever have a chance with, and maybe my daddy was right. I'll never know until I try. Did I ever tell you about the time in the mid-90s when my father offered to hire me a high-class Nashville prostitute just so I could be sure of my sexuality? I am a veteran of something. I still have my gold star, and I don't have time to make things poetry anymore. It's raining tonight, whether it's not raining tonight, and you can smell it raining. If it weren't for the concrete, the dead fish and bum piss of Christie Street, I'd smell cum in the rain, rising from the grass, like it always did when I was a kid. That little yoga mat and cigarette lady, all those times I flinched kissing you, celebrate her. I'll never not flinch kissing you, no matter how drunk or high I get. And I know that's why you're not my boyfriend, if you ever really were. One of the reasons, anyway. I'm pretending to be stupid so I can have a good time. And I'm texting you from that place. That horrible Bard, Hunter, Columbia, Pratt, cocaine pronoun, gender electric, Twitter protesting, crit triggering, don't smoke within 15 feet of this entrance, my ass is a safe space, MFA, slacker, minimalist, art opening of the spirit. And my friends and I are the oldest people in this room again. And I want to text you, I want to say, I really miss you. And it comes out as, KK, lulz, TTYL, poo emoji. In this moment, I empathize with Hillary fainting just before the election on CNN, collapsing from exhaustion into the arms of handlers trying to slide her precariously into an SUV. And I empathize with watching herself fainting again and again, countless times on countless media platforms afterward, while she remembers, and she must remember, a world of carpet, whole milk, Walter Cronkite, and healthy spankings. A world where she was simply in Bill's optimistic arms in Arkansas, with glasses ill-suited to her face, her heart entertaining the best of intentions, her mind knowing its greatness, yet completely unable to anticipate the total nudity of her future. No good woman can see a broken heart coming. In a surveillance state, why are there laws against public nudity? Why is sex always better in a bedroom that's been wallpapered? I think wallpaper attracts ghosts. A few questions for all men. Have you ever had a hands-free orgasm?
Yes.
How do you know that wasn't a blowjob from a poltergeist? Can you be sure? Do you think the ghosts of deceased whores are pissed because they can no longer swallow? I bet that most ghosts tire of watching sex. I bet most blind people are trepidatious masturbators. Unless they went blind from masturbating too much, then they probably wouldn't care at that point. I need to win the lottery pretty soon. If I won the lottery, I would commission Rachel Dolezal to paint a self-portrait. Pay her double the amount that she asks for it because I hear she's broke. Then hang it in my home to show only close friends. Then feel really, really guilty of something that I did that I'll never fully understand. I'm willing to bet good money that Rachel Dolezal once possessed one of every single Tina Marie CD ever released. Lover Girl is a great name on an Alabama license plate. I don't care what year it is. And Thomas Wolfe was right. You can't drive home again. Few people in my hometown acknowledge that the state flag of Alabama is a big field of whiteness negated by a blood-red X. Few also acknowledge that Mar-a-Lago sounds like the name of a cheap fish entree served in Branson, Missouri. If I won the lottery, I'd start a punk band with Dusty Shoulders and Shane Shane, and it would be called Pat McCrotch and the Preferred Pronouns. And I'd build a theater in Branson, Missouri just to house those performances, which would be relentless in their frequency. Travis, as Janice, would play nightly at a club adjacent to us called The Rose, and I'd pay him $450,000 a year. And you better believe that Mr. David Christie would curate the fuck out of that discretionary door. But I'd only pay David $250,000 because he missed the last meeting of Messy Mamas here at Dixon Place. I don't need to win the lottery, though. I just need a family. Perhaps it's difficult to love an effeminate boy named Jody Whitt, who once gifted his racist grandmother a 1-year subscription to Ebony magazine. Jody Whitt. What kind of name is Jody Whitt? That's a girl's name. More like Jody shit. No shit. In my graduating class, there were 3 boys named Jody. Me, Jody Crawford, and Jody Johnson. To my knowledge, I was the only Jody who ran track, worshipped Nick Rhodes of Duran Duran, and secretly harbored the desire to suck a dick. Seniors 89 forever. I could tell you all about the amazing blowjobs that I've had in my life, but you just think I'm a dick, when really I'm just describing kindness.
Oh, yes.
Things to do before I die. 1, be kind. 2, know myself. 3, find that perfect strain of pot. That strain of pot called stop being encumbered by who you are. 4, meet Sade. Not one drag queen on earth can pull off an effective Sade. Think about that. 5, stop smoking pot after meeting Sade. And 6, buy a pickup truck, drive back home, dare myself to look at things the way I used to, one last time. Fix things. Wouldn't it be great if, when you solved a math problem like an algebra equation, when you read the equation aloud, it rhymed? And the rhyme indicated correctness. Like 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is more, and more is always 8. Wouldn't that be great? Thank you.
Oh my God, he's such a boner. Alright, so this is a free event, but if you wanted to put some dollars in the bag, I wouldn't mind it. We split it. I'm gonna just pass it to you. So just pass it around, make sure it goes this way. Also tip your bartender and buy drinks, because the money here goes to keeping this place open. And now, without further ado, we have Travis Lock.